Hello once again everyone, Original Blood Ace here, doing my Destiny review video. Now, not gonna lie, I wanted to have this out a few days ago, but I just didn't really give a fuck too much about doing this video, since as you know, I didn't think Destiny was anything too special, so I wasn't really motivated to do this video, and, well, most of my spare time I will put into Smash Bros. 3DS. Uh, but, what to say. First of all, it is the Canadian Thanksgiving right now. Well, it's either today or tomorrow, the official one. Anyway, so for any Canadians out there, happy Thanksgiving or whatever. But anyway, back on track here. Want to talk about Destiny. So this will probably not be too long of a video, because I don't think I have too much to go over, but we'll see. We'll see. I didn't even bother writing down all the stuff I was going to say this time. I'm just going to say it off the top of my head, so if I miss something that I was originally going to say, oh well. So let's start off, as always, with the pros of Destiny. I hate to start off with this, but the resolution, the graphics, yes, they look very nice. It's a very pretty game. I would say it's a similar situation to Crisis 3. Not nearly as severe as Crisis 3, where Crisis 3 looked glorious. It was gorgeous looking, but it was complete shit. I wouldn't say Destiny is quite that strict. But either way, Destiny, its main things that it has going for it is its looks. Playing with friends is somewhat enjoyable. Not as much as it used to be with like Halo or whatever. Man, I really feel like there was something else. If you really are into grinding games, then this is a game for you. If you're expecting it to be a full MMO, then no, it's not. It just isn't. Now, what else? Honestly, I think that's all the pros I have about Destiny. So maybe I'll think of another one, but let's just jump right on into the cons, shall we? The bad things. Well, the story, if you were planning on buying Destiny thinking that, oh, I want to know what the story's all about, don't waste your time. There's like, what, 4 cutscenes maybe in the whole game, maybe 5. It's just, the story is tossed in at the last second. That's what it really feels like. What else? The game is super repetitive, and I don't mean like, oh, a little bit repetitive here, a little bit repetitive there. No, I mean literally you do the same missions over and over. Once you're past level 20, all there is to do, excluding the multiplayer, which I'll get into that, is literally just play the same level over and over. You can bump up the difficulty, but you're still just doing the same mission over and over. Start here, kill these guys that are in your way to getting to the end of the level. That's all it is. Over and over and over again. And for what? Just for the chance of, well, basically just to, up or unlock abilities for your armor and weapons and everything. But it's just not worth it. Maybe if there was more content, more in a true like MMO style, like, because Bungie or Activision, I forget which it was like, oh, Destiny's all MMO. Nah, it has a few little specks of MMO thrown in it, basically. But yeah, let's just get into the multiplayer, because the whole point of grinding is to get better armor, better weapons, and upgrade it and everything to do more damage and to withstand more damage. But when you think about it, what's the fucking point? Because of the broken ass multiplayer. Because if you think about it, or if you've played it yourself, you'll know that the multiplayer is broken, broken, broken. Now, most of the playlists are level, what do you call it? The levels, your player level or whatever, is disabled, so there's no advantage if you're a higher level, but there is a new playlist where that's enabled. So if you're like a level 28 guy going up against a level like 10, the level 10's going to get his ass kicked 99 out of 100 times. But anyway, the game's multiplayer is broken. And what's the point in building up your defense to increase your level past level 20 when it doesn't matter at all, because you're still going to die in like bang, 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 bang. In like 6-7 bullets or whatever, you're dead. No matter how much your defense goes up, no matter how much higher of a level you get, even if you're a fucking level 30, you're still going to die in a few bullets. So it really has no effect whatsoever. Um, so basically, the fundamentals, I guess this could be considered a pro, the fundamentals of what Bungie was aiming for with an MMO type first person shooter, alien shooter, uh, they kind of got right. They kind of got the basic idea of what they were aiming for right, but the execution was just completely goofed up. That's the kindest way I can say it, was they goofed it up. Or Sage nerfed it. Some people might get that reference. Um, what else? What else? Man, my brain is not working right now. I know there was more complaints that I had about Destiny, but I can't remember them at the moment. Um, I already mentioned the story was bland. Uh, Dislocked content. That's another issue. Apparently, the season pass thing that's really just unlocking disc-locked content, which disappointing, Bungie, disappointing. Um, oh yeah, the lies of Destiny. Bungie saying, it's an open world game. Go and explore the planets. Uh, Although if you can't explore too much, because then you're going to hit an invisible wall, and I would understand they're not going to actually let you explore a full fucking planet, but it's a bit ridiculous to how they say similar things to that when you only go about, what, 20 feet or so kind of off the beaten track to hit an invisible wall or a turn back in 5 seconds or you die. So that was not very nice. That was a lie. What else? What else? Oh yeah, Bungie saying that, it's a massive multiplayer type game where you're always playing with people and everything. Uh, Let me give you an example. I went to, well, you go anywhere really. You go to the Cosmodrome on Earth, you go to the moon, it doesn't matter where. And in an MMO, like take RuneScape for example. I used to love that game. The game's gone, drastically changed over the years. It would take me probably like a month or so just to get used to it again. But that was a great MMO. But Destiny, well, first of all, in a game like RuneScape, you go into the world, and there's literally people all over the place, all around you, like hundreds of people in your room, in your lobby, whatever you call it. In Destiny, you go to a place and you'll be lucky to see 3 or 4 people. On average, you might find 1 to 2 people in your world on the same planet as you. So, massive multiplayer? No, not at all. More like minimum multiplayer. Oh, of course, how could I forget this? Bungie's servers. That's a big issue with Destiny. And no, it's not my internet, because every time I check my PS4's internet signal, it's at 100%. But anyway, this has happened to a ton of people. They've complained on Bungie's site, and you get all these weird error messages. You'll just be playing, and then all of a sudden you get kicked out of the game because Destiny is an always online game. You can't play it without being connected to the internet. Like, you could boot up the game, but you wouldn't actually be able to go anywhere or do anything. Honestly, I would love it if they did an update where you could play by yourself without an internet. Like, it would help with these stupid disconnecting errors. Although I see why they won't ever do that, because it's a way to check, especially in like a game where it's all about grinding and getting weapon drops and everything. It would probably allow people to cheat and get stuff way too easily if it was offline. But at the same time, Bungie needs to fix their fucking servers. There's all these random errors you get, and they're all like, Bungie made them all have real names, like bee, lion, mosquito, fly. I don't know if mosquito's actually one. Bumblebee or something like that. Like all these weird words. And literally, I don't know if I've gone a full day of playing Destiny without having at least one of those. So, and I've seen a lot of people not happy. Maybe the population of Destiny isn't, massive in the world, because people are tired of the game and they're tired of disconnecting and everything. Who knows? frankly, the hype of the game does not, or the game does not live up to the hype it got. Much like Watch Dogs, where oh, Watch Dogs is going to be the most badass game ever, and then it comes out and it's eh. Destiny's the exact same. If you don't get Destiny, you're not missing out on much. Harsh, but it's the truth. What else? What else? I can't think of anything now. I was on a roll there, had some good points to make, and then I thought I had one more, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, and then there's no in-game voice chat. Like, they make it much more harder to communicate. I mean, you can do the party chat on the PlayStation 4, of course, but the PlayStation 4 doesn't even come with a headset. It comes with a little pathetic mic thing, and like Sony and what do you call it? Bungie did not make that easy, or a good thing, I should say. Now, of course, you could say on Xbox One it would be a little better because of everyone has a headset and whatnot. I don't know if Xbox One, I can't remember if it comes with a headset or not. Either way, with Xbox Live and everything making it easier. But for being a multiplayer game where it's all about communicating with your teammates, Bungie, you did a pretty junk job, not gonna lie. And also, when you're at the tower, which is like the central hub world, there's only like, 16 people, I think, that can be there at once. I hate to be one of the people that says this, and this is not really me being serious, this is kind of a joke, but 16 people online? Oh, that's next gen, alright. Because people were like, oh, I thought it'd be like 32 or 64 players online. But anyway, unlike that, what was that game? Monster Hunter Frontier? Monster Hunter Frontier G, something like that in Japan, which is on Wii U and PC, which you can fight a creature in that's like, that you have like 32 hunters or whatever, or is it 16? I think it's 32 hunters fighting it because it's so fucking big. Anyway, that's not the point. The point was, they claimed it was a multiplayer game and it's all about communication, but it's really tricky to manage that. I think that's about all I need to go over. Oh, I know another pro. Thank goodness, I was going to say, I can't believe there was only like two things that I said were decent about the game. The soundtrack. Even though Marty O'Donnell was gone from Bungie because he got fired, and he made the fantastic Halo music, the music in Destiny is great, but at the same time it's also very repetitive. So yeah. Now I think I've covered pretty much everything I need to say on Destiny. So overall, I guess I'll give it a score. Let's see, out of a 10, what should I say? 5.5? I think that's being a bit generous. Maybe even a 5. Nah, I think 5.5 sounds about right. So it's not complete shit, but like I said, the best way to describe Destiny is it's nothing special. It's nothing that if you don't play it, you're going to be like, all your friends are going to be, oh, you're missing out. You're not missing out on much of anything. I mean, if you buy into the hype and if your friends pester you, oh, you got to get this and play it with me. Once you get to level 20, you're going to realize very quickly, what the fuck, I don't want to play this anymore. So, yeah. What else to say? I don't think I have too much more other than just a few more days and it'll be my birthday, so I expect people to be saying happy birthday on my YouTube videos. I will probably do a video on my birthday. I do have a surprise planned for my birthday, and it's not a huge thing. Well, maybe definition of huge. And no, if you're wondering, oh, is he going to show his face? No, I've said that before, that's going to be for the 1,000 subscribers on Original Blood Ace when that happens, which was like, what do we need, another 129 more, whatever, so that's not too bad. But anyway, so yeah, surprise on my birthday. You'll have to wait and see. Some people might think it's cool, some people might be a little disappointed, some people might be like, oh, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to spoil anything. Don't bother asking in the comments. I am not going to reveal anything. So anyway, that'll do it. This video is actually a little longer than I thought it would be. So yeah, I'm Original Blood Ace, of course. As always, stay tuned. More videos coming soon, as always.